From the heart to Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia. Now at 8, step outside and you'll get a taste of winter. Meteorologist Tammy Sousa is tracking how long this bitterly cold temperature streak will stick around. Plus, here's our Ross DeMattei live at the airport.
Hi, Jan. The rush is on to get home after the Thanksgiving holiday. We're live at the Philadelphia International Airport this morning, breaking down what caused some chaos yesterday and how the airport is handling the uptick in travelers today. Howard.
All right, Ross, thank you very much. And a stowaway found on a flight from New York to Paris. How she may have ties to our area and what she's accused of doing.
Today is Sunday, December 1st. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jan Carabeo.
And I'm Howard Monroe. Thank you so much for starting your Sunday with us. Let's get right on over to meteorologist Tammy Sousa with a look at your next weather forecast. It is bitter cold out there, Tammy.
It is bitter cold. You had to walk fast to work.
Yes.
Yeah. All the layers too, right?
Right,
yeah.
Of course.
And that's what all of you are going to have to do. You're going to have to wear all of the layers today. It's not the coldest day we've ever had. It's not the coldest day we will have, but it is the first cold snap that we have had to go through. Remember, we had summer all the way into early November. So now it's a reality check. Welcome to December. Yes, the 1st of December, meteorological winter starts today. All right, let's go ahead and take a look around the area. We're dealing with cloud cover across Center City. There's just a little bit of a sunrise in the distance, but again, we're going to see these clouds kind of coming and going throughout the day today. They are blowing snow in the Poconos. That's what this is. It is cold enough up there. They will be blowing snow today, tonight. They'll be blowing it every single day this week to get those slopes covered out there because the cold snap is going to roll on. And down the shore, oh, a lone bicyclist. There you go. Not so bad, kind of a milky sky out there, but it looks like a snow sky, doesn't it? We're not going to get any snow here, though. Bitter cold. That's why we have this next weather alert, just so you'll be prepared. You can plan and prepare for that. Again today, lows will be in the 20s, highs in the mid to upper 30s, and the wind chill in the teens and 20s. So it is a cold one out there. 31 right now in Philadelphia, 24 in Reading, 32 in Atlantic City, and 18 in the Poconos. So we're all over the place temperature-wise. Feeling like 4 in the Poconos, 21 in Philadelphia, and 22 in Dover when you factor in that west wind to about 10 miles an hour. That wind is also firing up the lake effect snow machine. So anybody driving home today, any of your friends, relatives, if you're watching, you're driving off to the west, anywhere to the east and the south of these lakes, you're going to run into a wall likely of lake effect snow if you're close to the lake. So be aware of that because it's dumping a lot of snow. It's been going since yesterday. For us today, we're going to be all the way up to 39 degrees. It's going to feel like 31. It'll be mostly cloudy at 3, but we kind of go in and out of the clouds for today. And look at the week ahead. It is not toasty and warm. We do get back to the 40s, but then we crash right back to the 30s by the end of the week. We'll talk more about this and our next best chance to see some of that white fluffy stuff. Jan?
Oh, interesting. All right, Tammy. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Well, take a look at this now. Erie, Pennsylvania, looking like a real-life snow globe this weekend. Piles of snow dumped on homes, cars, and driveways there. The plows and the shovels were out all day yesterday as neighbors there tried to dig their way out. They knew more snow would be on the way, too. Now, many were prepared, but still did not expect to see that much snow.
Yesterday, I shoveled for 4 hours.
Wow.
And now I've been out here for about an hour. I expected to shovel, but not this much.
Pretty incredible there. Officials are now urging people to avoid traveling unless they absolutely have to. Well, today many people are traveling. They're starting their journey home after the Thanksgiving holiday. Philadelphia International Airport says it is expecting more than 99,000 travelers today alone.
Our Ross DeMattei joins us live now from PHL as crowds they begin to fill in. You're there, baggage claim. Folks are coming on home. Ross, good morning to you.
Good morning, Howard and Jan. For anyone who's just joining us, we spent much of the morning on the departure side of Terminal D, and we saw a lot of travelers, but it's been really impressive to see how the airport has handled the uptick in volume and getting people through TSA security in about 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Well, since then, we've moved over to the arrival side and baggage claim here of Terminal D. And we're seeing more of the same. Just a couple more flights just arrived, and you see these folks picking up their luggage here and making their way home after the holiday. And a lot of actually relieved people given what we saw yesterday. Let's show you what we saw yesterday here in Terminal D. It was kind of a mess. We saw some large crowds, long lines, and passengers waiting hours for their flights, and it was all because of a major power outage inside of the terminal. So United, Delta, JetBlue, Air Canada, and Alaska Air passengers were all affected. Airport officials aren't sure exactly what caused the power outage, but we know the affected airlines had to check in each passenger manually, one by one for their flights, and that led to dozens of delays yesterday. Even the conveyor belts lost power. That led to a large luggage backup, as airport handlers had to take those bags from the terminal to the tarmac by hand. I spoke with some passengers earlier this morning who were very relieved to see the lines moving a whole lot faster today.
They're doing really good. They're making sure people are getting where they need to get. You know, the TSA people, they doing their thing. And yeah, I like it so far. It's been relatively easy.
I think they're doing a good job. Hopefully we'll feel the same way till the end.
So we're told that the power was restored to Terminal D around 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday. And as far as today goes, we've seen mostly smooth sailing here. By my count, only 4 delays total, 0 cancellations. That's what we want to see on one of the busiest travel days of the year. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, what a difference a day makes.
Absolutely. All right, Ross, thank you very much.
Switching gears now, new information this morning about the woman accused of sneaking onto a Delta flight from New York to Paris. Get this, although her name has not yet been released by authorities, people familiar with the situation tell CBS News that her name is Svetlana Dali, a 57-year-old with a Pennsylvania driver's license showing she's a Philadelphia resident. A source says the woman was in the U.S. on a green card. French officials say she is a Russian national and she remains in the custody of French police. Heads up now to SEPTA riders. Happening today, you will pay more to ride SEPTA. It's the transit authority's first fare hike in 7 years. The discounted base fare increases from $2 to $2.50 on buses, subways, and trolleys. That is the same as the current cash fare. Regional rail riders will also see an increase of 25 cents to $1 per ride, depending on where you go. Daily, weekly, and monthly passes stay the same price. SEPTA recently received $153 million to prevent a second fare hike come January. President-elect Trump has now announced new picks for his administration.
CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette has details on those picks and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's visit to Trump's Florida estate.
President-elect Donald Trump named loyalist Kash Patel to serve as director of the FBI to replace current director Christopher Wray. Patel had this to say in October.
The two-tier system of justice is the deep state's wrecking ball and operational arm of choice, and we need to destroy it.
Trump also announced his choice of Hillsborough County, Florida Sheriff Chad Chronister as administrator of the Drug Enforcement Agency.
Was it a productive meeting with President-elect?
It was an excellent conversation.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was positive as he left Florida after his 3-hour dinner with Trump at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach Friday night. Trudeau requested the meeting after Trump threatened to impose 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico as soon as he takes office, unless they stop what he called the flow of drugs and migrants across the borders. On social media, the Prime Minister posted this picture and wrote, "Thanks for dinner last night, President Trump. I look forward to the work we can do together again." President Biden is also concerned about potential tariffs, commenting about it on Thanksgiving.
We're surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and 2 allies, Mexico and Canada. And the last thing we need to do is begin to screw up those relationships.
This week, Tesla CEO Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy will head to Capitol Hill to talk with Republicans about their Department of Government efficiency. Trump formed the Advisory Commission to slash federal spending and reduce the size of the government. He has mostly relaxed the past few days, spending Thanksgiving dinner with Musk and family and playing golf both Friday and Saturday. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Happening tomorrow, public hearings continue for the proposed Sixers Arena in Center City. There are less than 2 weeks until the council wraps up their session for the year. And while some council members tell CBS News Philadelphia they have their minds made up, others say more negotiating is needed. The hearing is scheduled from 6 o'clock until 9 tomorrow night at City Hall. The hearing will also be streamed online. In Ocean City, groups who oppose turning the site of the former Gillian's Wonderland Pier into a luxury hotel are proposing their own idea. Friends of Ocean City hosted a community meeting at Tabernacle Baptist Church. They said adding more amusements in a town square-like design on the boardwalk site is a better idea because there are already enough lodging to serve the town. The new owner says his proposed hotel will boost the economy. CBS News Philadelphia on your corner as communities around the region celebrate the start of the holiday season.
The Pennsauken Holiday Parade marched down Westfield Avenue yesterday, ringing in the holiday season. The parade featured local marching bands, holiday-themed floats, musical entertainment, dancers, and a special visit from none other, Santa and Mrs. Claus. Many people are also supporting the 120 vendors at Christmas Village this weekend. They checked out everything those booths there had to offer throughout Love Park and the City Hall courtyard. And for many, coming to the Christmas Village is a family tradition.
We started it about 10 years ago, roughly. It's just something we do. We come from Bucks County. We enjoy it, and we enjoy the experience.
We just love it. It's one thing that we definitely make sure that we do every year at Christmas time.
It's nice to have that family opportunity and get that bonding experience with my parents.
I bought an ornament that says I love Philly, even though it's my first time here. I can still love it just because my boyfriend's family's here.
That's a good one to take home. The Christmas Village reopens today at noon.
And we are months away from the Phillies season, but there was quite a crowd in front of the bank last night. The Phillies hosted their annual tree lighting. People there, they had a chance to check out some holiday-themed gear. There was also a visit from Santa Claus.
That's nice. A nice turnout, too.
Absolutely.